Hey folks, I want to touch briefly on the research and the sources that you're using in this paper. First, realize that you have to bring in outside research. If you look at the prompt, it says you're bringing in 3 to 4 pieces. Now, a lot of the research that you can potentially use in the project is research that I've given you. Many of you are going to be bringing in ideas from the Neil Postman text and then explaining those ideas. Similarly, many of you may be bringing in ideas coming from Solace and Symbols or from The Death and Life of Propaganda or from other videos and stuff that I've put in the research materials. Indeed, many of you guys sent me these quotations in your blog entries, and then when I look at your drafts, I no longer see these quotations. Realize that this project stems from the ideas in these readings first, and so you can't let these ideas kind of vanish. Your ideas actually came from these ideas, so you have to be fair and you've got to connect them. So you must have research embedded in the project, right? Maybe you're going to have a definition of propaganda in the introduction. Maybe you're going to have a major idea from Neil Postman in your introduction. Maybe you're going to have specific definition of a technique in your analysis section, or maybe you're going to bring Neil Postman's argument into your argument section. The idea is that your ideas are not your ideas. Your ideas are ideas that originate from this material that I've provided you. And so you have to do these connections. A major part of this assignment is the synthesis of ideas, how you can take your ideas and connect them to the readings that I had asked you to do. Finally, you might also have some research that you're finding from the outside. So for example, if you have an argument where you're building a case that doesn't necessarily connect to the research materials I've provided, that doesn't mean that you're not bringing in any research at all. It means that you've got to make sure that you can support the case using research that you've found. You're going to be doing everything in MLA format in terms of in-text citations and a works cited. So you've got to make sure that you're being fair to the sources that you're bringing in. I tried to make specific comments on people's papers, but yeah, overall, this is definitely a research project that demands the use of at least 3 to 4 outside sources. Hope this clarifies. Cool.